Hey, Hesbos. I think this is going to be a good one because I've been with Zach for 5 minutes, and he's done nothing but accents. I think he's warmed up to do some acts. But before we get to those accents, HesbyStreetPod.com is our website. We have merch, which still has Emily's face on it. We should probably change that, unless you want that. It's on there. Like and review us and rate us on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast listening device service you use. YouTube is the thing we're on, but most importantly, do you want an extra episode every week? Well, you can get that at HesbyStreetPod.com. Go.
They're going to say Patreon.com.
What'd I say?
HesbyStreetPod.com.
Oh, no, it's fuck.
Almost perfect, dude.
It's patreon.com/HesbyStreet.
9's across the board.
Oh, so close. Damn, man. All right, you do the rest.
Okay.
Of the episode.
Okay.
The whole thing.
All right. Oh, yum. I'm Diet Coke. I'm Torio. Oh, what's it? Do another one. Hello. Yeah, a couple more minutes of that guy. People pay for this.
People don't. This is a free one.
Oh, this is the
We
free
can
one.
phone this one in.
This is how we reel them in.
This is how we... Yeah, this is how
Are you guys not absolutely sick to your stomach yet?
I wonder what people like when they become patrons. What do they expect? Are they expecting the Patreon episodes to be better?
I think they
Worse?
get access,
They get access.
but we don't know what that means. Oh, wait.
We do know what that
They
means.
can come over whenever they want.
Whenever they want. Swim in the pool.
Yeah.
You want to use the pool?
Come use my pool. Come use my fucking
Speaking
pool.
of, like, I guess it's not just for patrons, but did you get? We're finally putting together the calendar,
Calendar shoot is fastly approaching.
which is
Exciting.
it's a laugh to keep from crying thing for me. I'm like
Yeah.
trying to have fun with it, but also I'm terrified of it. We've narrowed it. I think we've pretty much narrowed it down to the 12 photos. And
Can I tell you when I drafted up the email to the photographer and was like posting links for all the photos?
right.
I was howling laughing. Like just sitting by myself at my computer. Elizabeth's like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "You will see. You will all see."
I'm picturing, I think of the month, I think November, I think is one that I'm regretting / think is going to be very funny.
The fall one is going to crack me up.
Fall?
You
What
with
does
the
that mean?
mittens and the
Oh, yeah. Well, don't give it away.
Okay.
I know which months are assigned to which. But yeah, so I guess we're shooting that soon.
And that's not exclusive to patrons.
No, anyone with money.
If
can
you're a
have
regular
it.
listener, honestly, it makes for a great holiday gift. People are going to be
Mm-hmm.
like, "What the fuck is this?"
I think it's going to be a huge turning point for the podcast.
I agree.
I think we're going to find out if this podcast is worth continuing based on this calendar.
Yeah, well, the weird thing is, like, it's going to be the biggest thing that's ever happened to us.
Yep.
And that might not be necessarily a good thing
That
for
could
you.
be bad. I just picture
People want attention, but they don't think about why.
my big hope from it is that you sell these calendars as your merch
Yeah,
after shows.
that'll
and,
be a big
and you
one.
hate it, and you're like, I don't. But people keep asking me, so I guess I'm going to bring them.
Yeah.
On the road. I don't think actually we're going to sell that many.
You know?
No, I think we'll sell a few, but
I think
We'll
you'd be
see how it
surprised.
comes
My
out.
mom wants two, and I'm not making that up. She is called frequently asking when have the calendars
Yes.
dropped. She goes, "When is the new drop?"
and she's aware that you're not going to be a part of it.
And
Really?
she's like, "Give me Torio." How does Torio say? Yum, 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 yum.
Nom, nom, nom,
I'm
nom.
like, "Mom, don't ever do that again."
So, anyways, that's on our.
It
I
could
don't
be
know.
worse.
We
You
could
be
put
that-
some. We could put some bonus, some photos that don't make the cut. Maybe that'll get posted to the Patreon. The patrons will get something
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
Maybe some behind the scenes.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
We'll give the patrons something. Patrons, chime in. And people who are interested in becoming patrons, tell us what you want, dude. We'll throw it back there behind the thin veil.
It's not too late. If you're listening right when this episode comes out and you have an idea that you think's amazing, there's a couple ideas we could probably bump, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think May's that strong.
May's pretty fun.
All right. Well, some of the months aren't that strong.
May made me laugh. May got a good chuckle out of me.
All right. So,
but yeah, we do have some weak points.
If you have some, I mean, none of them are weak, but if you have something that's really strong,
yeah,
we could make room for it.
Yeah. Also,
the cover's open. You know?
Yeah.
The cover, we have ideas. We might use. There's some. There's some room.
Yeah, there is room
for a great idea or two.
Yeah.
So throw us your idea if you got one,
dude. I can't wait to be famous for all the wrong reasons. Did I tell you about that comedian I knew in New York? That's the NBA ball boy that got called out by Richard Jefferson.
Briefly, but explain the whole thing.
Okay, so I did.
Because I saw this video before you sent it to me.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
So I did this comedian's show in New York at a bar, the Village Lantern, I think, and it's a bar where anyone can have a show, not the Village Idiot. So this comic ran a fun show with his buddy, and he's like a nice guy, seemed new. Mm-hmm. And then I look on TikTok, and former NBA player, now like TV analyst, Richard Jefferson, is on TikTok calling out this comedian. He's like, so this guy decided to make this video about me. And I'm looking at it like, where have I seen that guy before? And it took me a while to find out. Like, I did his show in New York. And Richard Jefferson basically posted this video of this kid who said, I was an NBA ball boy. A lot of people do this on TikTok. Guess what celebrity sucks in person?
Right.
Waiters and stuff. This guy was a ball boy, and he said Richard Jefferson never acknowledged him once, never talked to him, was a dick. And Richard Jefferson's like, that's true. I didn't acknowledge you. And here's why. And then posted the guy's second TikTok video ever saying that he saw Richard Jefferson's massive penis, and it went to his knee. And it was by far the biggest penis on the team. And Richard Jefferson's like, you were looking at my dick, dude. That's why I didn't talk to you. You were looking at my dick and clearly excited to gossip about it.
And everyone's dick.
And he said, not just mine, but if you know it's the biggest on the team, that means you've seen multiple people's dicks on the team. And so I didn't talk to you because you were staring at our dicks.
Right.
And I feel like you got to be careful, like how you want to be famous.
And how you look at people's dicks. We all do it.
Yeah, we all do it.
But you gotta be. You can't be doing it every time.
Right.
Pick and choose.
Well, you got to distract them, right? So you can't let them know your eyes are on their dick.
You got to take your keys out and jangle them.
Jangle your keys and then like put your finger on your lip. So then they might be looking at your lip,
and then your eyes, and you go quick. And there's a shot clock.
There's a shot clock.
And it's not 24 seconds.
It's a dick shot clock. Yeah. I was at a urinal with a buddy once at like a sports game, and it didn't have the divider. Mm-hmm. And we're peeing, and then I just hear him go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what? He was like, I just looked at your dick. I was like, why?
No, you don't bring it up.
He's like, I don't know why I did that.
If you accidentally do it, which, can happen.
It's weird because knowing what someone's dick looks like is personal beyond like the outer edges of my brain.
I don't think it is.
Like if I saw your dick, my brain would like there's minor trauma there. Like you're my friend, you're a person, but then I see dick and it's like, whoa, I see like you change. Like if you're someone close to me.
Really? So you change how you think about someone?
I think in my
brain. Is
it
based on if it's small or big?
If it's tiny, you're still adorably my friend.
But if it's huge, I hate you.
If it's huge, I'm like, what are you? It's not hatred. It's more just like shock and horror.
Right.
Yeah. Seeing someone's poop, seeing someone's dick, all far too personal for me. But my mother was Muslim, so like
it is.
I'm the first generation that's seen ankles and hair.
It is. I would never want to see my friend's dick. I guess you're right.
Right.
Random dude at the urinal. It depends on the day.
Totally, man. If I don't know you, be my whore, dude. We'll never see each other again. There was one guy at a urinal once at another sporting event who turned so far away from me. Like his hip was touching the wall. He's facing left. And I remember looking and being like,
Who hurt
me?
you?
Like, what? Did the assailant look like me? Also, show me that take, dude.
Let me see.
We'll never see each other.
What are you so embarrassed about?
Let's go. We'll never see each other again, man. Keep that in mind.
I mean, his must be like green or something. Something's wrong.
Maybe it's tiny. If it's huge and you're self-conscious about how huge it is, fuck you. That's like being like
That can't be
skinny.
that real, right?
Being skinny sucks. You
I
know,
hate
that's
that. Or
like that.
tall. I hate being tall.
Dude, I got a duck. I also got to like push my way through women fighting to be my girlfriend. It's like annoying.
Do that. So we talked about this briefly.
Yes.
You know where I'm going?
Yep.
Okay. So you're 6'1"?
I'm 6 feet even.
You seem taller than
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got the hair thing going.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to measure you. I think you're
With
over
shoes on, I'm 6'1".
No, I don't. That doesn't matter. That's not what I meant. Anyways, the question I posed to you was, would you, if you had to change heights,
Yeah.
you don't get to change ages. You're 35?
Yeah. And unathletic.
You're who you are now.
Right.
But you either have to be 5'7" or 7 feet tall.
5'7".
You go 5'7".
Easy.
Okay.
7 is painful. 7 is like I'm concussed from walking into
I
doorways.
feel like you don't. You've always kind of been tall, probably growing up. I was always very short. I'm 5'10" now, which is like I'm normal sized, right? Yeah. Or do you consider me short? I always wonder.
I think I'm not tall.
You think you're normal sized?
Yeah.
But 5'10" I think's average.
Is it? I don't pay attention to the average.
I don't know. Okay. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm like, oh no, I'm fucking
Normal.
average.
I'm normal.
Bro.
Tell me I'm normal.
But I feel like I'm not that. If I'm short, I'm not that short. But I grew up always short, so I know what being short's like.
Yeah.
So I think for you to be like right away pick 5'7" makes me think you don't quite know what it's like being a short man.
No, I know. I know it has its disadvantages for sure.
Yeah.
But those disadvantages don't physically hurt. They only emotionally hurt.
Got it. So it's just a pain thing.
Yeah, it's like it's
So then
quality of life.
So then if you were
like I can't fly anywhere.
If you were 20, would you rather be 7 feet or 5'7"? Because you have that like as a tall, free college, pretty much.
Cool.
You don't even have to be good at basketball. You'll still get a scholarship, at least D2.
Yeah. I think I'd be 5'7", man. I just feel like
So then how short would it have to get before you like 5'4"?
5'4", yeah.
Then you'd be like, no, I'd rather be 7 feet.
Yeah. I think 5'4", I'd probably go 7 feet. It's crazy. 3 inches makes me want to go up. 3 feet. Well, 2.5.
Yeah, it is a
Or 1.5. My math
height
sucks.
is it's weird because like you said, it's only 3 inches, but it's like your life changes so exponentially.
Yeah, but I mean, how exponentially does it
Well,
change?
that's the eye roll of a 6 foot tall person.
Totally.
More than you think.
Look.
Like Kyle, I brought up Kyle Dirksen.
Yeah.
Our good friend Kyle Dirksen,
Yeah.
5'7".
He's 5'7". He doesn't seem 5'7".
He was a short man. And if he was 5'11", would be hot. And because he's not,
I think
he
he's hot.
is cute.
I think he's hot.
Nope, he's cute.
It's not objective, man.
It is.
Nah. I think it sucks being short. But
I
like
think it happens with
it's an emotional hump, I think. Like you are getting shit on a lot, by
I mean, there's
like,
women that will not
date
go out
you.
with you.
Yeah. But there are women that will.
Okay, yeah.
So like people if you never get a 6-pack, right? There are some women that won't go out with you.
No.
What?
It's not the same.
I know it's not the same.
Yeah.
Women want height and they want humor. I think those are the two big ones.
Money.
Yeah, but then those are like shallow people. You know what I mean? Like there are women that want a guy that voted for Trump.
Yeah, all right.
Like,
I get your overall
we're splitting
point.
hairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it would. I mean, neither would be ideal.
Yeah.
Really short and really tall are not ideal situations. Because if I'm 7 feet tall,
I'd love to be 7 feet.
I'd want to date someone that's like 6'6".
Hell yeah.
You know?
6 feet would be enough, probably.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
6'6" would be tight. You make like a freak human too. It's coming out.
Hey, babe, me and you, let's make a fucking mutant. Come here, girl. Let's make an X-Men.
I did a show last night.
Oh yeah, how was the show?
It was fun. It was
Sorry,
really fun.
sorry I didn't go.
No, I'm sorry you didn't go.
I know. I
think
out
you would
on
have
a good
enjoyed
time.
it. But I did something off stage, and I didn't know how. I didn't deal with it properly. So there was a comic, and I had met her once, and then I said her name wrong. I called her the wrong name, and then I just didn't realize till later when I looked at the lineup. I was like, oh, that's not her name. Her name's this. And so like part of me was like, should I go be like, sorry I called you that? What I did was just never address it.
Yeah, I think either are fine.
Either are
I
fine.
mean, I'm never bothered by it. And I know people are, which sucks. But like if you introduced me to a comic that was like, "Oh, hey man," and I'm like, "Oh, I met them before." And they're like, "I'm Josh" or whatever. I'd be like, "I'm Zach." If that makes sense. Like I'm not like I feel a little like, "Oh, you don't remember me?" That's
like meeting someone the second time. But this is different because I knew her. I recognized her. I just didn't remember her name.
Yeah, but that's just like a funny, weird thing, I think.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
mean, if you're comfortable in your own skin. Like,
Right.
Some people get really hurt.
Like we've talked about this before, like the whole LA thing, it's like I'm meeting people for not just the second time, but like the 9th time, the 10th time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, hey, good to meet you. I'm still Torio.
Well, I just try to move past it. If it's like the 9th or 10th time, I just talk like I know them and no intro.
No, it's like me too, but then they introduce themselves. And I'm like, right
So you're
on,
just
dude.
like, yeah, man. Anyway, I got to get going. They're like, I didn't get to give you. You're like, no, you don't need to.
This is the best part. So Luke Schwartz, I've met him like 14 times. Met him again last night. Had met him the month before at the same show for the 13th time.
Yeah.
Met him the 14th time. And so I'm just like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Torio. And just be like, so how's it? And I just immediately go, so like, because I know you're living with your wife in Oakland, but are you back here now? And he was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because we've met. We've had in-depth discussions about your life.
Right. And he's just like,
yeah. And
Who are you?
No, but he does the LA thing where he's just immediately like, yeah, oh yeah, we were there. Now we're back here. It's been really good. You know, we did pandemic
right.
up there.
Move past the question of like, how do you know this?
Yeah.
We must have talked about it. Yeah. But like,
But I think it's fun to do it right after they introduce themselves. Just go into something personal.
yeah, that's
my,
good.
Fun game.
That
now
is,
for
well,
LA.
honestly, that might help jog the memory. Like, look, some people genuinely don't remember you. And and by you, I mean the proverbial all of us.
But I get
you're
that.
not that memorable, everyone. We're not memorable.
But
I do the hair thing. You think I like this hair?
no, I think but I remember most comedians that I meet. So that's why it bugs me when people
Okay,
are
but
like,
that means there are still a handful of comedians you don't remember.
totally.
And they're like, wow, I can't believe I'm in this boat.
Yeah, but when you meet someone 10 times and you've had discussions about their life and their family.
I get it.
It's like, dude, at some point, are you just like fucking with me? Are you just a piece of shit?
Right. Are you trying to,
Or is it like a mental
alpha me?
illness? Like, do you not
Right.
have the
Right.
ability to create memories?
Right.
And it happens a lot in LA. It's annoying. But anyways.
Well, some people, and I used to see it in like high school. I think high school was the first time it happened to me where I'm like, what the fuck was that? Where like you'd see someone and they're like, oh, hey, Zach, what's up? And then you're like, hey, and they're like, what? Hey. And you're like, it's me, Zach, from the other times. And that's a thing I think you see with comics in LA too. Whatever they're going through mentally, it's just like, I don't want to see someone right now. But, and I'm not trying to defend Luke, but I've just been in the position where I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Zach. And they're like, ugh. And I'm like, okay, dude. Okay. Wear a funky purple hat. You want to be in here forever?
I mean, I think we disagree on
Spit
this
in my
fundamentally.
face. No, I mean, yeah, I just don't really take it that personally. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do take it personally. I'm like,
Right.
come on, man. Like, we did a weekend together. Like, we
Yeah.
hung out for 5
A weekend's
consecutive
rough.
shows. But
Or I'll be like, yeah, I beat you in a competition. I know you know who I am. Fucking-
Yeah, but I don't pity people that don't feel remembered enough.
I'm not like looking for pity. It's just like it's exhausting because
I don't commiserate.
Because it's like that's fine, but it is like so I'm I'm in LA now, and it's like it's hard enough being like the new guy in town.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I last night at the show I met everyone and I'm like, I know everyone on this lineup.
New guy in town. Yeah, you've been here before. You know these people.
Yeah, but they don't know me.
Yeah,
and it's like I gotta. Oh yeah, and then I'm just like and I just bring up where we met. What if it gets weird?
What if that's the LA cult comedy vibe of just being like, you left, and therefore we had to forget you. We burned the Torio jersey.
What are you guys talking? What do you mean? What did I leave?
Well, you said I
went to San Diego for like a few months.
And back to the Bay for a little bit, right?
No.
Oh. Am I wrong?
I mean, a long time ago, I was here for a few months.
I see, but you didn't know. But you didn't know those people then.
No, yeah,
I see what you mean. Yeah, that is funny. I don't know. I mean, I see. There was a guy that booked me.
Mm-hmm.
He emailed me like, "Hey, come do my show," and then I saw him at the Comedy Store. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm Jeff," and I'm like, "It's me, one of the comics you like."
It is funny. And then you have the other side of the coin where it's like Brad Wenzel was at the show, who I've never met, and he was like, I feel like I know you because I know Zach, I know the podcast.
Oh, cool.
And I'm just like, yeah, you're really nice.
Brad is really nice.
He is very nice.
He's one of those people where I'm like, we did a weekend together, and I like fanned out over his set.
Yeah, I remember you talking about
it. I was just like, dude, jokes. I have been quoting your jokes constantly to people. And he was like, oh my God, thank you.
He's so funny, but also they're just like the perfect quotable jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're quicker jokes.
He tells jokes, which you don't really see anymore in stand-up.
I couldn't do it. I was telling Grant, I was like, because we were doing 10-minute sets, pretty quick. And I'm like, he's still telling like 40 jokes.
Yeah. I don't know how he does long sets.
I don't know how. Yeah, he was saying he wanted to do 45 minutes to like, I don't know if it was an album or what he's prepping for. And I was just like, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Because how do you do, and he doesn't have notes.
I know, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I love good people that are hilarious. That's always kind of been like my personal mentors in comedy. Yeah. Like when I would see people that are just so funny and they're nice, it's not as common as people think.
I think it is.
I don't know. Maybe we just rub comics like clearly the people that have a problem with you don't have a problem with me or whatever.
Right.
You know, so
I've always noticed that like the comics that I look up to or like the comics that I really like.
Yeah.
I'm talking like Headliner.
Yeah.
They always seem pretty nice, and I always think like good because their life is going well.
Yeah.
There's no it's always like the bitter comics seem like the ones where things aren't going their way.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, because you're not really a good person. You're not that funny.
Right.
But it's like the people that are good people and funny. And of course there's exceptions. There's dirtbags, of course. But I'm just saying like.
No, I know that feeling of like they were a dick because of whatever's going on in their minds. Like they're bitter about someone to their left or right that they started with that's blowing up. And why haven't I blown up? And why am I doing this shitty fucking off weekend at a club?
Right.
I don't know, man. Don't worry, be happy. My favorite music video with Robin Williams
Matata, bro.
in it.
Doesn't that mean? What does Hakuna Matata mean?
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Similar
it's
vibe.
Our problem-free philosophy.
You knew that.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Got it.
Hakuna Matata. Yeah, no worries is a tough one. And I get it, dude. There are things that can make you bitter if you just look back at your past. Can't look. You just got to live with the shitty decision you made. Like the guy that gave his Tom Brady his 600th football back. Did you see that over the weekend?
He got a Bitcoin for it.
He did get a Bitcoin, but the ball was immediately valued at over $500,000.
Damn.
And they gave him...
How did he get it? Did someone throw it into the
stands?
The
receiver wasn't paying attention and handed it to the fan in the front row.
Damn.
And Tom was like, do you have the ball? And he's like, fuck. I gave it away. And Tom was kind of like, oh, whatever. And then one of their guys like went up and asked for the fan. The fan like kind of was like anything for Tom Brady and gave it back. But everyone's like, dude, you lost all your fucking leverage. Yeah. So what he got was, he didn't come out screwed. He got 2 jerseys and a helmet, all signed by Tom Brady.
Yep.
So he could give some away, sell some, and keep one if he's a diehard fan or whatever. Season tickets for 2 for the rest of this year and next year.
Nice.
That's value if you're not going every game. I mean, the Bucs are going to the Super Bowl
Right.
both of those years. And then he got
a Bitcoin.
a Bitcoin, which is probably the most valuable thing off the bat. But I mean, what's a Bitcoin? Like $35,000?
Maybe 50. I don't know what it's at, but like it's been that high.
And he got some other things I can't remember.
But that Bitcoin, if you keep it, I believe will be worth $500,000.
Yeah.
So it's like...
But the Bitcoin was Tom Brady felt bad still. After everything the team gave him, they were like, here's a Bitcoin. What
he
a
just
rich
like
person.
grabs it. I just picture me like, I have actual coins. Just take one.
Tom Brady just punches a box. And it's like, yeah, I mean, who's your hero? Sports hero? Fernando Tatis.
Sure.
He hits
I'd give it to him, yeah.
a career home run thing.
It
You
wouldn't
wouldn't
be-
even negotiate?
If he came and asked for it, I wouldn't give it to some fucking usher. I'd be like, no, he'll come get it.
Bring Nando.
yeah, bring Nando. Yeah. I'll come over, I'll get a photo, shake his hand, and I give it to him. Yeah, I would.
You know what I struggle with as an adult is like I have the worst organizational skills when it comes to like consolidating files on a computer or like naming things, even like a playlist. Like I'll have a folder on my like desktop called like
new folder.
No, I'll name it, but it doesn't.
Oh.
I'll just be like feeling funky, and it's like a resume from 2014 and like a list of 5 things.
Why
that
don't you
says
just call
tax
it resume?
expenses. It's like tax stuff, and I'm like, what did I think like this was gonna be?
I remember this.
Exactly. Or I'll have like music playlists. I'm like, oh, you want to find that song? Go to Tahoe or Nah.
Go to
It's either Tahoe or Nah.
or Megan, please take me back.
Or Megan, please take me back. It might be under pure hip hop. It's country? Yeah, check pure hip hop.
That's funny. Yeah, so you just haven't changed. That's like
I
you did
ca-
it
I-
as an 8th grader.
8th grader, I remember my first folder I made was called Zach's Shit. And I'm like, what's even in here?
Don't look at it. It's my shit.
It's just photos of my poop that Joey wants me to stop sending him.
Do you have a fake ID ever?
I had a real ID that looked like me. That was my fake ID.
Yeah, that was my fake ID too.
Yeah, we talked about this on the pod. You talked about the guy,
Yeah, I talked about the guy. Okay.
and he would only go to one bar, and his friend.
So I wouldn't go there.
Joke.
But I was thinking about one time we were out drinking and then we went to a different bar
yeah.
and the lady was like, I need to see your ID. And then I gave her my real ID, like my ID, because I was drunk. And she goes, you're not old enough to drink. You know, you're not 21.
Yeah, I get it.
And then she handed it back to me. And my reaction in the whole, like, just because of how drunk I was, can I have another chance? That's what I said to her. And she was like confused.
Right.
She was like, can you have another chance to be 21?
Yeah.
And I said, yes, please. And then she, I think, like, was like, okay, like, just maybe just like confused. But
Yeah.
like, and then I gave her the fake ID. And she was like, more confused.
Right.
She's like looking at it like,
Let me see
I
the other
just
one
saw.
again.
She's like, I just saw the other ID. And then she was finally like, all right, what do you want? Like, she was just like, all right,
Yeah.
maybe I fucked up.
Right.
And then my reaction to that was, I don't think I should drink anymore.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
She's just like, what is happening?
Right. Are the cops gonna come
Yeah,
right now?
It's like, what is going on?
That is
So
the
was
most
just-
Torio fucking story
it
I've
just
ever
felt
heard.
like just the weirdest.
She's like, you suck.
You need to leave.
You know what's funny is you handing your real ID and her being like, okay, well, the one that says Vittorio Van Grol has to be the fake one. That's not a human
Why do you have
name.
a fake ID to be 20?
Now I'm starting to get upset.
I don't know. I thought that was funny.
That is funny.
But what were, oh, yeah, your folders and stuff.
No. I was done with that.
Let's just start over completely. We were
Okay.
talking about Nando.
Nando wanting his ball back.
Yeah, I would give him the ball back, of course, or bat or whatever he wants.
And nothing asked for in return.
I would hope. I'd hope he gives him something.
How would you do it? So I'd be like, thanks, man. I'll take the bat that I accidentally threw into the stands.
I'd be like, oh, it was just like,
Thank you.
yeah.
Appreciate the love, man.
Well,
Go
it's
Padres.
just, hey,
What?
big fan, man. And
Appreciate it.
happy to give the bat back.
Yeah, I know. I'm holding it.
Yeah. So it's
thank
just
you.
good to meet you. Do you want to hang out
It's
sometime?
good to meet you too, man.
You want to go out and get up a drink after this? Are you busy?
Yeah, I'm busy after this.
You're busy after the game.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I'm going to stay till the end.
We got treatment.
And then Gas Lamp's just right here. So we could probably just there's a couple bars I like.
Well, I shouldn't be drinking.
That's fine. You can get like a non-alcoholic beverage. Sometimes I like to just not drink. We go to your house and just hang.
You want to come to my house?
Just because I caught your bat midair, saved that child's life.
That's cool.
That you would have
And
killed.
that little kid's got season tickets for life. Sorry about that, buddy.
Right, that's cool. So then maybe
What's
since
up?
you're giving tickets away,
Yeah.
maybe because I gave you the bat back.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Like you think you should get something in return for catching a bat that's flying at you? I'll tell you what, man. Keep the bat.
Really? That's great. Thanks, Nando. Love you.
Stop saying that.
All right, end it on a banger, dude.
All right.
Take us to Bang City. Bangville.
Okay, so this guy texts me out of nowhere. Childhood friend of mine. Hadn't kept in touch. He's like, hey, man, we're getting married. I think, invitations might have gotten lost in the shuffle or whatever. Would love it if you could join. Here's the address out in Stinson Beach where he was from. Small little beach town north of San Francisco. And I said, I'll be there, should I bring my girlfriend? He's like, bring your girlfriend, dude. Tell your parents they're invited. I'd love to see them. We were he would sleep over at my house every weekend.
Right.
I would sleep over at his house.
Sounds like people didn't RSVP. He's trying to get some meat in the seats.
I didn't know I don't know. I didn't I was just grateful,
Right.
You know how my brain works. I'm like, cool, good thing.
Yeah.
Nice. So I tell my parents, they're like, we'll be there. I tell my then girlfriend, now wife, I'm like, hey, you want to go to this friend's wedding? She's like, of course. So I text him hey man, what's the dress code? Are people wearing suits? And he goes, hell yeah, suits for sure. So I was like, okay, suits for sure. So I show up in a suit at this small beach town rec center. Not even the wedding.
It's not the wedding.
It's where we're meeting after the wedding.
Okay.
And I am the only one in a suit. They haven't even gotten there from the wedding yet. So it's the small beach
So
town.
you weren't even invited to the wedding.
People are wearing
just the reception.
board shorts and t-shirts. It is the most casual situation. They're people are looking at me are you even here for the right thing? And they're like, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, what's up? And Elizabeth's just the guy shows up, doesn't even put it together. He's just what's up? So good to see you.
Is he in a suit?
He is, and so
Right.
are his groomsmen who are
Right.
at the wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm just this guy that didn't make the cut that's wearing the team uniform anyway. He doesn't even notice, and Elizabeth's did he hate you?
Yeah.
Did you do something with this guy?
That's really funny.
Fucking leaf blower, man. We can't.
I love it, dude.
We can't do Tuesdays, man.
We're powering through. We are powering
We're soldiering through. We just got to up our energy.
That Gardner out there, he's nothing but whiskey and Tums.
Whiskey and Tums.
Yeah.
So.
A little antacid,
Uh-huh.
but also some whiskey just to
So the definition
want
of
the
whiskey and Tums is a little antacid, but also whiskey.
well, just in
Do
case.
you guys have a saying in your culture for a little antacid and also whiskey?
Well, it's
Oh, whiskey and Tums it is. I'm certain of it.
yeah.
I would say he's old. He's bloody
He's bloody.
fucking annoying. he's fucking
Leaf blowers are confusing to me because It seems like you're just making it a problem for someone else.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you're just like, I'll let my neighbor deal with it.
Yeah. Why don't they have vacuums for outside?
I picture the neighbor just coming out and be like, I'm just going to vacuum
back
it
at
right
you.
back at you. It's just a game of tag using leaves
Just a
and
standoff.
dust. Just dust.
The day
Just a wall
all
of
the
dust.
neighbors plan their garden on the same day, it will be war in these streets. Just a standoff.
Yeah, like so much of what he just blew just went straight into your pool. Which I guess works because the chlorine's like, all right.
Yeah, and then I guess
I'll
it
eat
goes
it.
through. I mean, isn't that everything we do in society? It's just like make it someone else's thing.
Yeah.
Landfill.
Uh-huh.
There's that island that's like the size of Texas now.
Right.
And it's
a
just
trash
garbage?
island. Yeah.
Yeah.
Homeless people, like, they kick them off the street, like by my house.
Yeah.
And then they left for like a week, and now they're back.
Though they're back?
Yeah, because like, where are they gonna go? They
I guess
probably
up the
found another
street.
street.
Yeah.
And then they were like, let's go back to that street was better.
We had the perfect setup.
That was a great setup.
The sun
yeah.
would set right
Uh-huh.
against the...
Yeah.
Yeah, we had an encampment on the end of our block here, and someone started a fire in it.
Fuck.
And so they're all gone now.
I mean, do you think it was arson or just like they actually could have?
They could have started
On their
themselves.
accident,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There was all kinds of shit in there. But what an inside job that would have been. I'd be like, we have a homeless problem. I need you to make it go away.
All right. Call Timmy Two Lighters.
This is a simple electrical fire. They were intense with no sort of power generator.
Electrical fire.
fire. What part of electrical fire don't you understand?
What do you mean you had fire insurance on this homeless encampment?
$100,000
Two
policy?
birds, one stone.
It was a $40 tent. I saw a commercial last night for life insurance, and it's a dad getting home from work, and he's like, he walks in the door and like an arrow goes at like
An arrow.
like an arrow goes into like the wall or something or into his soda, and like the daughter's behind the couch and she's like 8 and she runs away, and like something else happens and they're constantly like, he's almost about to die and he's like, whoa, and then it's like, life insurance so good, your family will try to kill you.
Just a little girl.
And it's like every member of his family is trying to kill him. And then at the end, they have to do a notice that's like, obviously, we are kidding. Trying to kill your family will not.
We'll void the policy.
It's like, dude,
just don't do this.
don't do any
Yeah,
of this commercial.
yeah. Just do a
It's like,
different-
all right, I talked to legal. As long as we say JK,
We can get around it.
LOL.
They're probably like, this actually works because if people do that, then they've paid in and we don't have to pay out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Some trashy family. It's like, you know, when I first married Elizabeth, she wanted to get life insurance. And it was
Weird.
kind of scary.
Yeah, that is scary.
And it's like worth more than I thought.
How often does she bring it up?
I think we canceled it because she's like, all right, I'm not going to kill this fool. I heard her go, I ain't going to kill this fool. I'm like, what'd you
Like
say?
with the knife above you in bed, and she's like, I can't do it. I'm a puss.
Yeah, she's just polishing her crossbow. I'm like, you don't have to polish those.
All right. Good.
All right, would you rather get crossbowed
Yes. I'd pick crossbowed, I think.
or be 5'4"?
Crossbowed for sure.
I did a class where they it was a women's studies, and they said, all right, women, write on a piece of paper what's most attractive qualities in men, and men what's the most attractive qualities in women. And all we said was personality, sense of humor, and like
Big old boobs.
fat ass titties or something like
Yeah.
that was like a tied for fourth. A lot of feet people in my class.
Yep.
They're like, she's got to have 2 feet.
2 of them.
No,
Not 1 or 3.
I'm not budging either way. And the women's, can you guess what theirs were?
Height.
Height,
Hair.
hair.
Yep.
Like we were less superficial than the women in our
Yeah.
class.
And sense of humor, I'm sure they put.
Sense of humor is on there somewhere.
Yeah.
In San Francisco, which by the way, it's like,
I
look,
told you that. Have I told this story of when like I had done a show at Punchline, and then this woman matched me on one of the apps, and she messaged me, and it was like she was like, "I just wanted to say I saw your show, super funny." you know, and I was like, oh, thanks. Like, and I said like a follow-up question, like, I don't know, something not as boring as what are you up to tonight or what are you doing after the show? And then her response was just like, oh no, I'm not like interested. I just wanted to tell you that I saw your show and it was funny. And I'm like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then I looked at her like profile, and one of the things was like,
if you're not this tall.
No, it wasn't that. It was what I look for in someone, and it was like sense of humor. And I'm like, well, that's bullshit.
Yeah, right. Be honest with yourself.
Yeah, you just said I had a good set.
Right.
And now you're not interested. Why then?
Right. Be fucking hot and always like.
Just put height then.
Yeah, or ripped.
And then she unmatched me.
That's fucked
So I was
up.
like, none of this.
What are we doing?
None of this made me feel good.
Yeah, you could have done a social media route. It didn't have to be a fucking dating app.
It was odd, but funny.
That I mean, yeah. Okay, have you ever had just women like really want you after a set?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's nice.
It's like the closest we get to being rock stars.
Yeah. But then they get to know you, and they realize you're not a rock star.
And then they want to leave, and you're like, wait. My mom is Moroccan, and she'd be all like this. Zack, where are you?
Cool pants and socks.
And the woman's hands on the doorknob, and she like let go. I was like, okay.
What else?
I'm like, and dating's weird because
they ever just like trying to walk out of your life forever?
They're like, sense of humor is my favorite thing, and it's like, no, it's not, bitch. And you're just crying. And she's just like inching towards you. I'm listening.
And then a punchline hits, and she just nah.
And you're like, no, it's a dead baby joke. You guys ever hear dead baby jokes?
You like blue? I'll go blue.
What's red and blue and red and blue and red and blue? Don't go. Just a comedian not pleading with this groupie to stay.
Yeah. I'll tickle you. I'll just tickle you.
This next one's a song. I'm sure you've been waiting for me to use this guitar. It's on the stage. I might as well play it. Don't go.
It's called Please Don't Go. But it's funny.
You ever notice how women be giving guys just enough time to prove themselves? That's so great, dude. That's so great. And she's just like, all right, I'm canceling my lift. Yeah, I had Elizabeth first time. I like remember we were like kind of dating, but not really dating, you know. And then I did a show, and like some woman was like with a guy, and that's like the magical power of stand up. Is like the guy she was with was just like waiting to leave, and she just was like talking to me all night,
touching your arm,
touching my arm, trying to talk more and more. And Elizabeth was like, "Okay, we're dating." Like she was there. And was trying to be like, oh, let him talk to, people that enjoyed the show. Right. And then was like, okay.
I got to go in there.
Can I make out with you right now? I was like, this is fun.
That is fun.
I love attention.
We do like attention.
I'm a whore for it.
Yep. You are a whore. Attention whore.
Like, I only go out to stand up to be like, all right, I got to go. Okay, so I got to finish editing the pod. And then tonight I got to go on a stage and convince everyone I'm great.
And then come back and post videos of myself.
I come back and post videos and go like, I felt greater in the room. Then I Google canned laughter. And I go, this is good.
Did I earn this?
And then it says people also search for sound effects. Now wait a minute. If I do a fart noise.
That'll work, right? That'll play.
And then I'm going, every joke seems like a lot. Fart noise after every joke. All right. Figuring this thing out. Where do I... That's up my glasses. I'm an old man with my glasses on the end of my nose. Like, all right, let's put fart nose on the end of this TikTok here. And then...
and post.
If I said the word rape, I probably shouldn't make it a caption because that'll affect
the algorithm.
what's this here? Someone saying my accents are problematic.
Delete comment.
You are a cunt. Blocked. Just looking into our futures.
That's not even our future.
Just like,
that's our present.
I'm like, Chappelle wasn't wrong. Show me where he was wrong. Show me your funniest Hannah Gadsby joke.